Episode 619. Yi Shu actually turned around to remind Chen Guo that her voice was too loud.
You want in?
He even quietly asked Chen Guo if she wanted to come.
Hesitating.
Chen Guo hesitated. Truth be told, Chen Guo wouldn't have minded scavenging herself if the chance came up. But what she couldn't accept was that even a god-tier player like Yi Shu would stoop to this. This was her idol after all, and watching him constantly shatter that illusion right before her eyes, it was truly heartbreaking for Chen Guo.
With this setup, what could you possibly pick up?
After a moment's hesitation, Chen Guo quickly sat down next to Ye Shu. As she logged into the game, she called out to Tang Ru across the room.
Xiaotang, log me out.
In box 213, the 4 computers were arranged in 2 pairs, back to back. Chen Guo and Tang Ru were sitting on one side, but now that she wanted to scavenge with Ye Shu, Chen Guo decided to switch seats for easier conversation.
Summoned ones are always prepared. What could possibly go wrong for them?
Chen Guo finished her shout and continued.
Hard to say. I've been watching them for a while now, and I'm not sure they'll make it.
You? Can you be any more shameless than that?
If only my level were high enough, I'd wait for their party to wipe and snatch the boss right out from under them.
You can't kill it?
A heavenly domain boss 14 levels above me. Even I have my limits.
That really is a shame.
Chen Guo muttered to herself as she logged into the game. She glanced at Ye Shu's coordinates on the screen and immediately headed over.
Hey, should we get in touch with Jan Lulan and the others?
Chen Guo offered her opinion. In the heavenly domain, it was actually more shameful to go after small fry than to fight over a boss. Bosses are rare, but it's precisely because they're rare that everyone loves them. Under normal circumstances, just standing there watching this team without lifting a finger was already considered decent behavior. You can't wipe the whole party. Whether you spotted it first or summoned it first, it's someone else's turn now. As for those who just went straight for the snatch, well, that was actually the vast majority. The ones who actually put on a show of being magnanimous were usually the big club guilds. Guilds need to maintain their image. Sure, sniping a boss isn't a big deal in Heavenly Domain's culture, but when a guild does it, it comes off as bullying. So despite their strength, they actually had to defer to ordinary players. A pretty frustrating situation, all things considered. Of course, that was only on the surface. As for behind the scenes, there was absolutely no way they weren't up to something shady. If they weren't up to no good, why would the guild keep so many dummy accounts?
I'd love to, but they're not online.
Yi Shu said gloomily. Chen Guo had already logged in by then, and when she checked her friends list, the newly added Jan Lulan and the others were indeed all offline. As for Chen Guo's original friends, they were all from the Jia Dynasty faction. If she called them, the Jia Dynasty guild would come rolling in. That obviously wouldn't work.
Can you even kill anything on my account?
One-on-one. The real question is time. This isn't the old 10th server. Back then, no one went to the high-level leveling zones. You could kill a boss for 3 hours without anyone bothering you. Here, that's not happening.
Chen Guo had to admit it. That really wasn't possible. Even if there were no one else, this team right here, if they got wiped, they'd definitely come looking for payback.
So we're stuck scavenging.
Chen Guo was unwilling to accept it.
You got any ideas?
Chen Guo could tell Ye Shu was up to something.
From a scavenger's perspective,
Yi Shu was only halfway through his sentence when a message flashed across the world channel.
Jacktown, coordinates 4574. Found the desperado.
Oh? And who might this be? He did what I was about to say, what a professional scavenger should do.
Chen Guo stared at the string of emoticons following that message, utterly speechless. It was easy to foresee that a bloody storm was about to break out at any moment. The moment that message went out on the world channel, the boss-killing party visibly faltered. 2 streaks of white light flashed, and 2 players had already fallen to an untimely death. The team surrounding the summoned desperado was originally a group of 15. In terms of gear and composition, they should have been more than enough to take down a level 65 desperado. But Yishu had no idea what was going wrong with them. From the moment he arrived, all he saw was a tangled mess of aggro. Under the desperado's relentless assault, the opposing cleric was pouring everything they had into healing, struggling desperately, and even then they couldn't turn the tide. By the time Yishu arrived, only 12 of them were left. 15 people, that was the ideal number Yishu had deduced based on their classes.
Yo, need a hand?
Actually, when he passed by and saw the other side in a tight spot, Yishu had entertained the thought of lending a hand.
No need.
But the other side reacted as if facing a major threat, with who knows how many voices shouting in unison. So Yishu slipped away, wandered around for a bit, stumbled upon an empty house, and switched careers to become a scavenger. Now, when that message appeared on the World Channel, Yishu immediately knew he wasn't the only one hiding and watching the show, but that other person was definitely a scavenger too. Anyone who actually wanted the boss would never announce it to the world. Shouting it out like that, that's a scavenger's favorite move. Scavengers love chaotic battlefields. Whether it's a boss kill or a PK over a boss, anywhere there's fighting and death, you'll find scavengers. Yishu understood this kind of scheme, of course. He just never did it himself. And just as he was about to mention it to Chen Guo, someone had already gone and done it.
Looks like even a corner like this isn't completely safe.
Yishu sighed, easing Lord Grimm back as he began to scan his surroundings, trying to spot any other onlookers. Only then did Chen Guo get a clear look. Lord Grimm was in an empty room, pressed against the window, watching someone else fight the boss.
Things are about to get chaotic, aren't they?
Obviously.
Yishu kept adjusting his view, but from this window, aside from the boss-killing scene, he spotted no other players.
Where are you hiding?
Yi Chu muttered to himself as another flash of white light flared outside the window. Another player had met a glorious end. At this point, only 6 members of the team remained, and the cleric had already fallen. In that chaotic mess of aggro, if the cleric couldn't pull things back in time, the end result was always the same. All that hate would land squarely on the busy healer. Once the cleric falls, the boss raid is as good as over.
Still not running?
Yi Shu glanced at the remaining 6, who seemed intent on holding their ground. But after another look, he understood their plan. They wanted to retrieve the gear dropped by their fallen comrades before making a run for it. Sure enough, after sweeping the area clean, the 6 of them turned and bolted without a second glance. Sure enough, they were experienced players. The moment the world chat message went out, they already knew scavengers were lurking nearby. These scavengers each had their own style. Some were the reckless type, charging headlong into battle, throwing caution to the wind, grabbing whatever they could. These types almost always end up dying on the battlefield. But they don't care about the experience loss. They just want to scavenge some top-tier gear. Then there are those who want to grab the loot but keep their skin intact. These types play it cautious, usually holding back until the fight's over before charging in. Because anyone who enters at a time like this, whether they're coming for the boss or the loot, won't get an ounce of courtesy from the other side.